What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the Live with Brandon Blakeney podcast. Of course, I am your host, Brandon Blakeney, aka Brandon Lee TV. Now kick back, relax, and come take a ride with me.
You are now locked into the Live with Brandon Blakeney podcast. Here is your host, Brandon Blakeney.
Guys, so Kelsey Mitchell just gave Caitlin Clark her flowers in a speech for Rookie of the Year, which was emotional. It was good. But there's a hidden message I think we just discovered in this message, in this video. Did she just hint that she will be officially coming back to play with the Indiana Fever? There has not been much on the contract that we've heard about, but we do know they can give Mitchell that super max. The Fever can offer her the most money. But y'all listen and tell me what y'all think from this.
What's up, friend? I just want to say congratulations on the award, man. You deserve it. You've changed the world in so many ways. If you've done it with so much grace, and I'm so happy to take the floor with you, to be a part of this experience. I want to tell you to give yourself some grace, kid. You've done a lot of things that not a lot of people can do, and from me to you, I'm always going to be a fan. I'm always going to be in your corner. I'm always going to be in your backcourt. Congratulations, kid.
Look, I get it could be interpreted as well as I'll always be your friend, but y'all saw that smile? Hey, man, I think this is big news. I think we just got a little inside scoop right here that I had to bring to y'all. And, I mean, if we're being honest, it makes the most sense. How do you leave a franchise that you spent several years with, your entire career with, let's just say? You've been the leading scorer, you've been the franchise player, you've seen the lows, you've seen the empty gyms, the losing seasons. You get back-to-back first-round number one picks in the WNBA draft. You bring in Aaliyah Boston, who is one of the big three of that group that continues to anchor the paint for this group. Then you bring in a generational player the following year with Caitlin Clark, your backcourt mate, who has led the league in assists, who has benefited your game tremendously with getting you all types of open looks to the point where you're the second leading scorer in the WNBA after the All-Star break. You're flourishing in Indiana. You get your first taste of the playoffs with this young core that's building and getting better and gaining better chemistry by the day, by the game. You're just scratching the surface on a potential dynasty if we're being honest. You're comfortable. You know Indiana. The fans love you. The people love you. The organization loves you. I would imagine they have to see her value, but you're getting any shot you want. You're playing with the league's best point guard who's getting you all types of open looks. She's throwing you all types of dimes in the fast break, moving the basketball. You are a receiver out there, Kelsey Mitchell, and Caitlin Clark is throwing strikes to you down the court. We saw their chemistry really build. There was a point where people weren't sure if these two actually enjoyed playing with each other or liked each other like that. But you can see the relationship has grown tremendously. There's a lot of admiration for playing with Caitlin and seeing her accomplishments. And you got to respect the fact that Kelsey Mitchell sees everything that we don't behind the scenes. She's with Caitlin on a daily basis, seeing the work put in, seeing the grind, what's happening in the dark, what's happening behind closed doors that we see on game day that comes to light. They have built that chemistry, and it seems like a genuine friendship, maybe even a mentor of sorts, like a big sister. But they gotta keep that big three together. And I want y'all to let me know in the comments, like, do y'all feel like this is an innuendo? Do we have our answer? I mean, she could hit free agency. They could core her. But do y'all think that just hearing that from her, I'll always be in your backcourt, could a mega deal be on the horizon? I'll tell you what, they gotta bring Kelsey Mitchell back, or they risk setting this franchise back years, and they risk stunting the growth of Caitlin, man. It's gonna be too much responsibility for her to be the number one scorer and continue to anchor the offense with the playmaking abilities, man. Like, she needs a Kelsey Mitchell, a shoot-first guard who can get to the bucket, who can create her own shot, who is a dynamic scorer and puts pressure on the defense, who is her running mate in transition. And Kelsey Mitchell had a sensational season, man. She was an all-star as well. On the season, Mitchell averaged 19.2 points per game, 2.5 rebounds, and 1.8 assists, and also 0.7 steals. She has been a walking bucket since she entered the league, since she left Ohio State, probably since she got into Ohio State. Like, she's been a bucket for a long time now. And what she brings to the table for this group, nobody really can duplicate. Like, when things are scrambling, when they need a big shot, when they have those cold streaks and they need the offense to get going, Kelsey Mitchell has been that spark plug for them. Her and Caitlin really came together, played exceptional basketball, and the future of this backcourt, like the future of this franchise, really depends on this backcourt with Kelsey Mitchell. And I mean, there's not really a free agent you can bring in that's gonna replace her directly, unless you bring in like a Kennedy Carter, and I just don't even think she would come close to fitting the Indiana Fever. We're gonna go live tonight and talk about potential free agents that they should be applying pressure on and trying to sign. We'll get into that. But as far as replacing Kelsey Mitchell, I don't think that's in the books. I don't think that's in the cards. They just got rid of Lynn Dunn, who got a promotion, actually, which is wild. So it'll be interesting to see who the next GM of the Fever will be. Just looking at some of the candidates, man. We'll do a video about that too as well, man. Just talking about potential candidates you might want to see take over the GM office. But whoever is the new GM, they need to get with ownership when that gets made and that move gets made, and they definitely need to be doing whatever that needs to be done to go ahead and bring Kelsey Mitchell back, because they need her. She's a crucial part. She was killing down the stretch after the Olympic break. She's a big reason why they were in the playoffs. They do not make the playoffs without Kelsey Mitchell. She did go a little cold, especially in the elimination game, but her and Caitlin had the team on their backs as well, man. Like, they were putting in work, and it just seemed like maybe they ran out of gas. So they definitely got to address that bench, get some relief so these guards can get it off the floor for a few minutes, man. But big news, I think Kelsey Mitchell just dropped a bomb on us, man. Y'all, I think Kelsey Mitchell just dropped a bomb on us. But y'all stay tuned for the latest and the greatest. And make sure to hit that subscribe button to stay up with the Live with Brandon Blakeney podcast. Of course, I'm your host, Brandon Blakeney, a.k.a. Brandon Lee TV. Follow us at Brandon Lee TV. And until next time, we out.